This man is being tied to a chair by a woman who then forces a pill into his mouth and pours water down his throat. He initially thought the woman was kindly giving him a painkiller, which made him quite relieved. But just a few minutes later, his body suddenly became burning hot, his cheeks flushed red. It was at this moment that the man suddenly realized the problem. The woman began to unbuckle her belt and forced the man to make love. Why such a strange act of revenge? It's late at night, and Melinda is driving to the gas station to start her overnight shift as an attendant. Melinda is shy and lonely, perhaps even on the spectrum, which makes her insecure and easy to manipulate. Her coworker Sheila always pushes the worst chores on her, like cleaning the toilets, and tricks her into doing embarrassing things for the internet. When dealing with customers, Melinda is very awkward, and everyone finds her odd when she tries to befriend them, like they're not strangers. Usually, they prefer to talk to Sheila because she's prettier, which makes Melinda jealous. She wants that attention even when it comes from the creep that hits on Sheila every night. The only guy that understands Melinda's personality is Officer Liu, who is friendly and chats with her whenever he stops by. Melinda has developed a crush on him, and she secretly takes pictures of him all the time. Tonight, a man named Billy comes into the store with a gun concealed in his clothes because Liu is around. Sheila finds it suspicious that the guy is loitering without buying anything and tries to figure out what he's up to with some innocent-sounding questions, causing Billy to pretend he needs the bathroom to hide for a while. Then, Sheila takes care of Liu's purchase and notices Melinda taking pictures of them, which she finds creepy, but Liu continues to be understanding of Melinda's issues. Their conversation is interrupted when Liu gets a call about an armed car thief and leaves the store. Then Sheila teases Melinda for her pictures, making her run outside to cry and smoke. When Melinda goes back inside, she finds Billy holding Sheila at gunpoint and promising not to hurt anyone if they do, as he says. He swears he isn't bad, he just needs the money to pay off a biker gang that wants to kill him. Billy can't stop talking and it annoys Sheila, who throws sass back and lies about the safe, saying only the managers can open it. Tired of her attitude, Billy fires a warning shot and makes Sheila fill his bag with cash from the register, and for some reason this impresses Melinda. With an idea in mind, Melinda admits she can open the safe, and when Sheila freaks out, Melinda pretends she's just scared of Billy's gun. While Melinda fills the bag with cash from the safe and fixes her hair to impress Billy, a father and daughter enter the store, making Billy hide the gun and order Sheila to act normal, or he'll kill everyone. The customers pay with a credit card, and when they ask for directions, Sheila uses the receipt to secretly write a plea for help. Melinda returns and snatches the receipt before giving the customers directions in her own words. After the customers leave, Billy demands his bag, but Melinda will only give it if he takes her with him, thinking she could be useful. Billy refuses, calling it a crazy idea and saying he doesn't need her. This hurts Melinda's feelings, and she cries, pointing out he wouldn't have the money without her. Tired of waiting, Billy shoves Melinda and grabs the bag. As he's about to leave, Sheila starts insulting him for hurting two helpless girls. Billy loses it, makes Melinda lock the store door and hide in the bathroom, then takes Sheila to the break room, where he tries to assault her. Sheila fights back, and her screams reach Melinda, who disobeys Billy and leaves the bathroom to find the coffee machine. After checking it's hot on her hand, she takes the pot to the break room, throws the hot coffee at Billy, and knocks him out with the fire extinguisher. Only after Billy falls does Melinda realize the gun went off and Sheila is dead. Hours later, Billy wakes up tied to a chair. Melinda is cleaning the floor, having wrapped Sheila's body in a tarp. Billy immediately blames Melinda, saying he never meant to kill Sheila, he just wanted to scare them, but Melinda seems unfazed. Instead of reacting, she sits in front of Billy and wonders why he didn't want her to go with him. Billy realizes she hasn't called the cops and he still has a chance. Billy starts sweet-talking Melinda, saying he knows he can trust her and they can run away together. When Melinda complains that he chose Sheila, Billy calls her pretty and says he didn't want to hurt her, but he didn't care about Sheila. He even plays the sympathy card, pretending to understand Melinda's struggles and sharing stories about her work, successfully winning her over. When Billy asks for a cigarette, Melinda shares one and tells him the burns on his face aren't bad, saying she does that to herself all the time. Her talk of fire as a cleansing force creeps Billy out, so he asks for painkillers to stop her. Melinda goes back to the store for medicine and water, ignoring the man knocking at the door who begs to be let in. Since Billy interrupted her fire talk, she starts doubting their connection and grabs extra pills before going back to him. Billy takes a painkiller and sweet-talks Melinda again, but she's less receptive and pretends to have a boyfriend to test him. She says she doesn't care about leaving her boyfriend, but Billy worries the boyfriend might come after them, and tells Melinda she can't come along after all. His words hurt Melinda, who realizes she'd been right to worry. She gives Billy a second painkiller. Within seconds, Billy feels odd and realizes the pill wasn't for pain. Melinda gave him something to make him aroused. Confessing she knows Billy is lying and doesn't care, Melinda covers Billy's eyes and mouth with tape, then sits on his lap and tries to take advantage of him. With all the strength he has left, Billy stands up and throws Melinda off, then uses her ears to try to find her. Sound isn't enough, and he blindly hits his head against the lockers and passes out. Seeing Billy's ear bleeding, Melinda thinks he's dead. She grabs the gun and money bag and goes back to the store, where the man is still knocking. Letting him in, Melinda grabs the gun and considers ending things, but can't do it. She finally breaks down in tears. The customer wants to pay, but Melinda begs him to leave. He goes without expressing concern. Melinda dials 911, but hangs up when someone arrives. It's Perry, Sheila's boyfriend, here to pick her up. Melinda lies, saying Sheila left alone. Perry calls Sheila's phone and it rings on the floor, proving she's lying. Perry picks up the phone and demands the truth. Melinda lies again, saying Sheila left with a guy to a motel. Melinda's lie sounds like something Sheila would do, so Perry believes her and leaves to check the nearest motel. He asks Melinda to stop Sheila if she comes back for her phone. Once Perry's gone, Melinda checks Billy's size, then goes to the woods behind the store to make sure the dirt is soft enough to dig a grave. When she returns for a shovel, a biker gang surrounds her, looking for Billy. Melinda pretends she doesn't know them and says the store is closed. They don't believe her and try to enter, but Melinda points Billy's gun at them. The gang pulls out their own guns, but their leader tells them to back off because of the security cameras. The gang agrees to leave for now, promising to return if they can't find Billy. The mention of cameras makes Melinda realize there's proof of her crimes. She tries to access the security system, but can't break the lock. The only way to destroy the evidence is to burn the place down, so Melinda starts filling containers with gasoline. Before she can continue, Officer Liu arrives. He's spotted Billy's car, the one he's been looking for. Melinda claims she's seen nothing and can't access the security cameras. Liu reports the car and calls the store manager to get her to cooperate with the police. Realizing Liu won't leave anytime soon, Melinda pretends to remember a shady customer who asked for directions to the nearest motel. Liu believes her, but before leaving, he does a quick store sweep protocol and Melinda's obvious nerves demand it. On the verge of a breakdown, Melinda watches Liu check each room. She has her gun ready to shoot if needed, but he finds nothing and leaves, giving Melinda his card. Terrified, Melinda checks the break room with her gun, but it's empty. The only sign of Billy is the cut bindings on the floor. She checks the back door, but still no Billy. Melinda assumes he's gone for good. Now she can continue her plan. She soaks the store in gasoline, grabs the money bag, and leaves the gun to fetch her lighter. Suddenly, the power goes out. Melinda rushes to the door, confirming her fear the power loss triggered the security lock, trapping her. At that moment, Billy appears demanding his money. Melinda threatens to start the fire if he comes closer. To make it worse, Perry returns, demanding to know about Sheila. Billy flees out the back door. Melinda tries to follow, but Billy has blocked the back door with a trash can and now tells Perry that Melinda killed Sheila. From inside, Melinda tries to explain, and the moment Perry turns to her, Billy attacks and kills him with a gasoline hose. Melinda calls Liu for help, but before she can explain, Billy takes his car and smashes it through the door to get back inside. Melinda backs away in fear as Billy grabs his money bag and gun. Hearing Melinda say the police are coming, Billy realizes he must kill her. But his gun is gasoline-soaked, and the shot backfires, instantly igniting the store. Billy is engulfed in flames. Melinda is safe for now, but needs to cross the flames to escape. Luckily, there's a fire extinguisher nearby. She walks into the flames, grabs it, saves her legs, and runs outside. Just then, Liu arrives with backup. He grabs Melinda, taking her to his car. He apologizes for not staying with her and checks her for injuries. Melinda looks into his eyes and sees his apology is genuine. He's always been the only one who truly cares.